Alright, here we are. I just did Sinnoh's test run because I forgot to do his originally. It's a very short one. I didn't pay too much attention to him. No offense, Sinnoh, but we've already seen him. He's been in the manga. It's fine. Sorry. But Dehya, the Flame Maid. So we've all known her for quite a while since the Sumeru story came out. I believe we saw her when we first got to the desert. I don't think we saw her before that. Even though I just did the story, like, myself fairly recently. I don't remember much about the exact events that happened now because it just blanked my mind, even though I actually love the story. I'm pretty sure we saw her first in the desert. It's been a while since she's come out. I wonder why they decided to wait, but it doesn't matter. What I am excited about, however, is the fact that she's going to be on standard, meaning I can pull for her accidentally, because obviously I'm going to be skipping because Baiju. That was the whole plan. But I'm excited to test her out. Let's go. Let's do it. It's strange, though, she also needs those pupas, the Sangrease pupas, because Alhaitham also needs them, and I'm like, his banner was just last patch. Kind of weird to use both. Whatever. Dehya can use her elemental skill to create a fiery sanctum field that will launch pyro damage dealing coordinated attacks when opponents take damage in its area of effect. Additionally, the characters within the field's AoE will have increased resistance to interruption and can transfer part of the damage they take as continuous damage for Dehya to bear. Upon using her elemental burst, Dehya enters the Blazing Lioness state, in which she will automatically continuously unleash her Flame Main's fists, dealing pyro damage. While in this state, her normal attacks and elemental skill will be replaced by Roaring Barrage. Unleashing Roaring Barrage within a short time after a Flame Main's fist strike will increase the speed at which the next Flame Main's fist strike will be triggered. Elemental orbs, blah blah blah.
We mercs
Here she
have
is.
one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
Fair enough. I love this animation. I wish the mirror was functional. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love that she's fashion forward. I love that. That is so cool. Also, I love her earring. I just like her design. I really do. Also, someone pointed out that her right arm right here might be a prosthetic, which I find interesting. She's smiling. Look at her. She's got a smile on her face. That's so cute. Also, I really like her hair. I like the little side braid right here that sort of disappears under her, I know they're not cat ears, but they do kind of like cat ears. I love the makeup compact. That's great. How do you apply it? That's my question. Like, how does makeup get made? And how do makeup and brushes get made into that? I want to know. My curiosity will not be
My people are
quenched.
used to the desert life, but still, I hope that one day they'll be able to find an oasis of their own and leave the sandstorms behind for a better life.
Noble cause. I like how her motif is triangles, but there's a diamond on her arm. I don't know, I just don't think that's interesting. Yeah, you gotta do a stretch. Do a heckin' stretch. Also, no, she's got elf toes too! Elf toes! Elf toes! Also, it feels like she's got some of the taller heels in the game. She's also got spikes back there. Look. She's got heckin' spikes.
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
Is that a thigh squish? Is that a thigh squish I see? That's a thigh squish. They actually gave the thigh squish with the bandages on her legs. How could you? We see from Sumeru. Also, I love her really flame cape. Oh, it's two different colors. Also, it's weird that she's got like a red color scheme, but her eyes are blue, and so is the compact little color. It's also blue. Interesting. I do like how simple, yet not simple her design is. I like the overall look of it. It's very nice, I think. Her stretching is making me yawn. I like her design. It's very nice, very simple, but so rugged. I don't know. How do people in Sumeru that wear heels walk in the sand? That is my biggest question. Like, how the fuck do you walk in heels on sand? What are you? A magician?
The desert's a tough adversary, but at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see is what you get, and whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
No, I think the desert hides a lot of shit. It hides a lot of stuff, I think. Now, where do you put your makeup compact? Also with Genshin characters and like... Is that your makeup compact right there on your belt? That would make a lot of sense. Also, a little chain back here. I don't think so, but it made sense. Also, these belts, they're not connected to her shorts. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to look at her kit now. A member of the Amorites, a mercenary organization that roams through the sands of Sumeru. Valiant and powerful, she enjoys great fame amongst her fellow Aramites. 38k HP, 1.4 attack, 600 defense, and 105 EM. Not EM. Yeah, EM. I'm sorry. 56 to 154. That's a... feels like a really small crit rate to crit damage ratio. 135 ER, and then 46% pyro damage. Also, her attack's getting buffed with Bennett here, because they're both pyro. Her sword, Beacon of the Reed, not the Red Sea, the Reed Sea. That was red. Passive, Desert Watch. After the character's elemental skill hits an opponent, their attack will be increased by 20% for 8 seconds. After the character takes damage, their attack will be increased by 20% for 8 seconds. The two aforementioned effects can be triggered even when the character is not on the field. Additionally, when not protected by a shield, the character's max HP will be increased by 32%. So, basically, Dehya runs off no shielders if you have this weapon. Or, not Dehya herself, I guess. The weapon. So, if you have with anybody with this weapon, you wouldn't have to run them with no shielder. So, Noelle could not use this weapon. Who else has a shield? And who is Greatsword? I don't remember off the top of my head. So, basically, no shielders. Flavor text. A large, flat-tipped sword designed to fit as the weapon of an ancient king or some ceremonial instrument. Fair enough. And she's running tenacity. Interesting choice. Especially the 4-piece. C0, we'll come back to that in a second. 888 as usual in the profile. Voice is Amber May. Interesting. Okay, so we'll go over the talents first and then go to the constellation. So, normal attack, Sandstorm Assault. 4 attacks. Charge attack, plunging. Doesn't seem too interesting, aside from this one. Charged attack, cyclic damage, and then charge attack, final damage. I don't know what that means, but I was thinking, do you do the spin? Do you do this little spinnies? And then the skill, Molten Inferno. This art is of Dehya's own invention. This art of Dehya's own invention changes its method of use depending on the combat situation. Indomitable Flame. This skill will be unleashed should there be no fiery sanctum field created by Dehya herself present at the time. Deals AoE power damage and creates a field known as Fiery Sanctum. Ranging Flame. This skill will be unleashed should a fiery sanctum field created by Dehya herself already exist. Dehya will perform a leaping attack, dealing AoE power damage before recreating a fiery sanctum field at her new position. The fiery sanctum field created this way will inherit the remaining duration of the previous field. Raging Flame can be used only once throughout a single Fiery Sanctum field's duration. Fiery Sanctum. When an opponent within Fiery Sanctum field takes damage, the field will unleash a coordinated attack, dealing AoE pyro damage to them based on Dehya's attack and max HP, so not one or the other, both. This effect can be triggered once every 2.5 seconds. So only after 2.5 seconds. Sounds like a really long, wait time. Active characters within this field have their resistance to interruption increased, and when such characters take damage, a portion of that damage will be mitigated and flow into Redmane's blood. Dehya will then take this damage. Dehya will then take this damage for over 10 seconds. Interesting. When the mitigated damage stored by Redmane's blood reaches or goes over a certain percentage of Dehya's max HP, she will stop mitigating damage in this way. Only one Fiery Sanctum created by Dehya herself can exist at one time. So this is a life leech idea, but it said it's reverse. So when a character gets hit, she'll take the damage for about 10 seconds? That's interesting. That's a new mechanic. The Indomitable Flame damage, 180. Ranging Flame damage, 210. Field damage, whatever that is, mitigation, 46%. Redmane's blood, maximum, 200% max HP. And then field duration, 12 seconds. And there's a 20-second cooldown, which is kind of ridiculous, but depending on how you have it all set up, we'll see if that works or not. Okay. Brain. Leonine? Leonine? I'm gonna call it Leonine. I know that's not how you pronounce it. I'm gonna pronounce it that way, like that anyway. Leonine Bite. Her burst. Unleashing her burning anger, casting her inconvenient blade aside. Poor blade getting all just like that. Dehya enters the blazing lioness state and increases her resistance to interruption. In this state, Dehya will automatically and continuously unleash Flame Mane's Fist, dealing power damage based on her attack and max HP. I can't talk. And when its durations end, she will unleash an Incineration Jab, dealing AoE power damage based on her attack and max HP. In a Fiery Sanctum field created by Dehya's own elemental skill, Molten Inferno exists when this ability is unleashed. Dehya will retrieve it, and then create another field of once Blazing Lioness's duration expires. This field will take on the retrieve field's duration in the moment of the retrieval. In this state, Dehya will be unable to perform her elemental skill or perform normal, charge, or plunging attacks. Normal attacks, Sandstorm Assault, and skill Molten Inferno will be replaced by Roaring Barrage. Roaring Barrage. Unleashing Roaring Barrage within 0.4 seconds of each Flame Mane's Fist Strike will increase the speed at which the next Flame Mane's Fist Strike will be triggered. So basically, it feels kind of like Sinnoh in a way. But instead of having the skill itself stay the same, but with an extra damage point, it's replaced with a bonus attack. And also, it retrieves this one. But if you only have like 1 second left, not really that useful. But if you do it immediately after, it might work. Oh, this duration is only 4 seconds long. And it costs 70? I think that's one. No, why is it normal? Because I know Yamiko's is 90, which is the highest in the game. So, I don't know. I don't speak numbers, so I wouldn't know. Okay, first, passive. Unstinting Succour? I hate words. Why do you use fancy words for this? This word. Wherever the fuck this word is. Within 6 seconds after Dehya retrieves the Fiery Sanctum field through Molten Inferno, Raging Flame, or Leonine Bite, she will take 60% less damage when receiving damage from Redmane's blood. This effect will be triggered once every 2 seconds. Additionally, within 9 seconds after Dehya unleashes Molten Inferno Indomitable Flame, she will grant all party members with a gold forged form state. This state will further increase the character's resistance to interruption when they are within the Fiery Sanctum field. Gold forged form can be activated once every 18 seconds. This is a lot of cooldowns. She's like Child 2.0 with all these cooldowns. Passive number 2, stalwart and true. When her HP is less than 40%, Dehya will recover 20% of her max HP and restore 6% of her max HP every 2 seconds for the next 10 seconds. This effect will be triggered once every 20 seconds. I don't know why I read that fast. So, if she's under 40, she'll recover 20% of her max HP. Wait, when her HP is less than 40, she'll recover 20% and will restore 6% every 2 seconds for 10. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 5 times. And every 20 seconds. Interesting. And then her non-combat passive increases the movement speed of your own party members by 10% during the day, 6 a.m. to 18 p.m. Doesn't take effect in domains. Trance domains are spellerless, not stackable with passive talents that provide the exact same effects. Technically speaking, I believe that Rosario's is the exact same but the opposite time, so I do believe that you can have both Dehya and Rosario in the same team and have 10% increased speed 100% of the time. I want to see that. And then, like, what was it, like the C2 gene? C2 gene, who else increases speed? I don't know. And then someone else to just have maximum speed. Sonic speed. Permanently. Constellations. The Flame Incandescent. Dehya's max HP is increased by 20% and she deals bonus damage based on her max HP when using the following attacks. Molten Inferno's damage will be increased by 3.6 of her max HP. Leonin's Bite damage will be increased by 6% of her max HP. Constellation 2, the Sand Blades Glittering. When Dehya uses Molten Inferno Ranging Flame, the duration of the recreated Fiery Sanctum field will be increased by 6 seconds. Additionally, when a Fiery Sanctum field exists on the field, damage dealt by its next coordinated attack will be increased by 50% when the active characters within the Fiery Sanctum field are attacked. Constellation 3, a Rage Swift as Fire, increases her burst by 3. Constellation 4, an Oath Abiding. When Flame Main's Fist and Incineration Drive attacks unleashed during a Leonin Bite hit opponents, it will restore 1.5 energy for Dehya and 2.5 for max HP. This effect can be triggered once every 0.2 seconds. Constellation 5, the Alpha Unleashed, increases her skill. And then in Constellation 6, the Burning Claws Cleaving, the crit rate of Leonin Bite is increased by 10%. Additionally, after a Flame Main's Fist attack hits an opponent and deals crit hits during a single Blazing Lioness state, it will cause the crit damage of Leonin Bite to increase by 50% for the rest of the Blazing Lioness's duration and extend that duration by 0.5 seconds. This effect can be triggered every 0.2 seconds. The duration can be extended for a maximum of 2 seconds, and crit damage can be increased this way by a maximum of 60% this way. Wasn't actually that bad as last time. And then, yeah, Tenacity. A lot of HP increasing in her build, which I think makes sense, but she's still under 40k. Alright. Oh yeah, day rollover. Also, I'm glad I got that one because that's an achievement and I won it. Anyway. My favorite person talking so much. Also, yay, lag. Yeah. I love the sass. That's such a giant fucking sword, Jesus Christ. Also, she doesn't like smack them with, or slice them. She smacks them with it. I find that interesting. Oh, okay. That's what it means by cleaving damage. This looks a lot like Beto's, actually. Almost holds it like a baseball bat. Almost. I want to see this one more time. I just feel like that's really ridiculous. Like, I'm not even gonna slice you with my sword. I'm gonna fucking smack you with it. It's almost like she uses like a brief shield. That's so cool. Yep. Do you say anything when you run? No, the answer is no. Alright. Let's do this. No, start. Of course they're all like...
Dodge this!
Oh my gosh, that time is so long. It really is. It's so long.
Look alive!
Oh, so sorry.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Actually. Let's go. Hold on. Hold on. You're gonna tell me that I can make... I just heard gunshots. Fun. Yay, living in America. Woo. You can tell me that I can make... Let's go. No, no, fuck it, we're doing this. No, no, we're doing this. I don't care. Praise Barbara.
Look alive!
Yeah, this is a strat. Barbara. I know this is not the point of this fucking what's it called? Test run. I do not give a shit. Vaporize Barbara. Let's go. Yeah, let's do Melkaya too. Let's have a little fun. You can have a little fun as a treat. No, no, please. I beg thee.
Let's get it on!
This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
Oh, that's actually fun. The time is a little disappointing, how it's like 2.5 for every move. It doesn't last that long. I think she needs like a duration increase for her skill personally, but solo run.
Look alive!
I didn't actually use her burst at all during that, now I'm thinking about it. Okay, let's do it.
Gloves off!
Oh, that's cool. So, she definitely feels more like a support character. Can I sprint, please? Thank you. She feels more like a support character, to be honest, with a burst potential, but that was so fun. No, sir. No, thank you.
Let's get it on! You asked for it!
Damn, that feels good to do. So immediately, my first impression is definitely you need to add someone who can... Yeah, okay, I see. I saw little health ticks, but you can't really see that in battle. So she has little health ticks because she's like doing the mitigation effect for damage. You would have to pay attention to that because I did not notice that at all. But yeah, that's fun. But I immediately think of a C6 Yunjin that would increase her attack speed. Also, I wonder if a Chongyun comp would be fun with this. Anyway, one more time. I say that as if I'm gonna do it more than once, I don't care. Gather round, gather round, gather round, gather round.
Buckle up! You're dead meat! Let's get it on! Gloves off!
Okay, so yeah, you would need to be pretty on top of that.
You're dead meat!
So yeah, you would have to do her skill, burst, and then when you're done with her burst, you do your skill again. This way you can keep the ring up as long as possible, if you wanted to make her the main DPS. She does feel more like a support slash... I'm gonna give her some heals real quick.
I'll protect us.
Actually, give everyone some heals. No, I know. And then yeah. So she could be a support DPS for a team, but if you want her to be the main DPS, I would suggest C6 Yunjin, or possibly a C2 Gene for speed. However, that feels so much fun. She does feel like a blast to play. But I wouldn't necessarily say she's like very unga bunga about it, but I would say that she does depend on a very... She needs a very time-based team. Like, you need to have very tight control over skills and bursts for a team like hers, in my opinion, if you want to keep track of the time for the skill. I do think the skill needs a bit of a buff. I do think that. I do think it doesn't last that long. Or maybe decrease the time from 2.5 to 2 seconds instead. But aside from that, her kit feels so much fun to play. And you can just do so much with that little... the flame ring, if you wanted to make her a support. Like I said, Changyu would be fun. We saw Ganyu in the previews for her, not the previews, the live for her, so that could also work. But yeah, that would definitely be a really fun combo. And we're gonna try this again. Well, I think it's something else to say. But so far, her kit does seem really fun. There is a flaw, and I think the time feels like it's too much. Did I mess something up? I don't think I messed that before. Oh, you can also work her with, okay, I'm gonna do this way. Oh yeah, there's another option to put this down. Was I not paying attention to that before? I don't think I was.
Let's get it on.
Yeah. So I did her skill the first time. I'm gonna do it again. Oh yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that at all.
You asked for it. Look alive.
Okay, so maybe I misunderstood something in her kit. I'm gonna go back to her talents real quick. So, Molten Inferno. Abdominal Flame. This skill will be unleashed should there be no fiery sanctum field created. Deals and creates known as a fiery sanctum. Fiery sanctum. According to attack. Okay. This skill will be unleashed should a fiery sanctum field created by Darius for my leaping attack dealing before. Oh, okay, that's what that means. Okay. So she has two states of her skill. She could put a field down immediately and attack, and then she could do a Raging Flame, which does another attack, another AoE attack, and that will take the remaining time and just move it basically with that attack. Okay, I misunderstood that. Also, the AoE is a nice size too. One more time, and then I think. Wait. go ahead and do the Barbara.
Let's get it on! Gloves off! You're dead meat! Gloves off!
That's cool. Oh, she's actually so a blast to play. Hold on, I want to see this animation.
Look alive!
Okay, I might have been a little too close for that. Shit. Now I have to wait. Also, this thing not being actually physically there. Oh, that's good. That's good. That is good.
Let the show begin.
So yeah, you're going to have a tight time schedule for Dehya for her to work the best. I do think she could need some work, but that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
Let's get it on! Hi!
She does do a black flip, a back flip. But yeah, so if you want to have her in any kind of team, whether she be the main DPS or support or a burst DPS / support, she's going to need a tight time schedule. So you're going to have to work on the times for each character. Not the times for each character. The times that you need to put switch in for skill and burst. But I do think that the overall kit is really fun. It's like fun, it's quick. So if you prefer like a really fast play style, definitely Dehya. Definitely go for her 100%. But if you don't go for her, either way, she is going to be on standard, so you are going to get her at some point. So yay! I'm actually kind of glad this way I don't have to focus on trying to get her event banners. As for her weapon, I don't know. Same thing would happen with Tignari. His weapon is not on standard, even though he is. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. I assume they might have that just as like a bonus weapon for filling out gaps, I guess. But I don't know. It's weird. Also, why does Dehya have her weapon? I thought you sold it for the festival. No, wait. We met her during the part 1. I'm so stupid. My brain. Oh my god. I just remembered. We met her during the first part of the story. Because we found that she sold her weapon. So why does she have it? Does that get explained? Did she like steal it back? Oh my god. Why does she have this weapon again? I thought she sold it. Anyway, overall, if you like fast characters, go for Dehya, but her attacks are kind of slow. So if you want her to be on the field for a long time, I would highly recommend getting Yunjin. Yunjin will also increase her defense, would make her a bit tankier, and since she needs to have a lot of HP, that could like help balance it out a bit. Someone else could be like C2 Jean. She could also put Jean on floor piece Viridescent for the pyro resistance down. Pyro, yeah, sure, why not? Again, you could also use it for a Barbara comp if you wanted to. Gaia comp, or if you have a C6 Bennett, constantly have her as a pyro DPS. Like, there you go. Bennett, Yunjin, Dehya, Who else? Maybe someone who could, Xingqiu, Yilan, maybe, if you wanted to have her with... Actually, that's actually a very, very good idea. Or a good thing to test, if whether or not she could be used with a Yilan or Xingqiu effectively during her burst, or if it's not considered as normal attack damage. I assume it would be, because you can't... It says you can't normal attack with it. But I'm assuming since it's counted as an attack overall, that you could use her with Yilan or Xingqiu. Who else? I don't think a Chongyun comp would work with her as a main DPS, but if you wanted Chongyun as a main DPS, it could work. Actually, now I'm thinking about that would be a busted idea. Who else? You could also just use D-Luke if you wanted to. Like, screw it, why not? Combine them both. They're on standard. Combine them both. I mean, I guess any character could use the on-field flame damage, and then she could become and be a burst DPS. Boom, do that. Thinking, oh my god, my brain. Oh my god, my brain. Oh, I think Ayato could actually use her too, because, but then again, his burst might trigger her skill. Child could also work for a Vaporize comp. Yeah, there's actually a lot you could fill in here. There's a lot of like fun comps and ideas that you could work on. Overall, if you like fast characters, go for her. And if you don't, that's fine. She's gonna be on standard, which I'm actually really happy about. I'm not gonna immediately raise her. Well, actually, no, because when Baiju comes out, I'll be able to like raise her immediately because he'll be done. Just done immediately. So yeah, overall, I do hope I lose a 50-50 to her. If I ever lose a 50-50, I hope it's to you. Anyway, I'm going to go. I had a lot of fun with her entire kit. I would actually maybe recommend pulling for her. Same thing with Tignari last year, if you wanted the character overall, because it's going to be kind of hard to get the character on standard. Hopefully they fix the standard in the way it works, but overall, I do like her. Any last words,
We
Dehya?
mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
There we go. I didn't time it wrong. Anyway, do you have anything else you'd like to say or do before we go?